Originally designed by legendary architect John Portman, the Conrad Singapore Orchard features 12 cascading floors of contemporary guest rooms, meeting spaces, restaurants, and bars. The skylit atrium embraces Singapore's garden city environment. The Conrad Singapore Orchard is a Hilton property. The Hilton portfolio includes 23 brands with over 7,600 properties and nearly 1.2 million rooms in 126 countries and territories.
Zana Mohlmann, I'm the head bartender of Manhattan, Singapore. I'm going to show you our rig house where we barrel age all our cocktails. Welcome. So this is our rig house, as we call it. Manhattan is the first hotel bar in the world that has a rig house on this scale. So also we're quite famous for our barrel aging program. We have here around 110 barrels, where half of them are new American oak, and the other half is all barrels that are finished with different sherries. So some are Pedro Jimenez sherry, some are Oloroso sherry, and some are Amontillado sherry. So we have our famous Manhattan, we have our Solera H Negroni, we have Bamboo. We have a lot of different cocktails. So this is our Friends of Manhattan series. So these are barrels that are with cocktails created by guest bartenders. So we get bartenders from all over the world. They do a guest shift here, and then they get the opportunity to actually age their own cocktail. And then we leave it here for a couple of months, and then we put it on our next menu, or we use it in big events. And then we also bottle it and we give it back to the guest bartender so they can taste how their cocktail is finished after a couple of months in a barrel. We have a digital map on the computer where we know exactly where's which barrel and what is inside. We just carry the barrel, then we open the tube and we will put it here on the stand. We roll it over the table and we put a carafe underneath, so we'll go inside of the new tank. So yeah, this our Solera H Negroni is also here. So we do a Solera's aging process, which is common on their Spanish rums. So basically, the Negroni goes on 3 levels, where we always harvest the Negroni from the bottom barrel, but we don't empty the barrel all the way. So we leave it halfly full, then we refill it again with the one above, and then we refill this one with the one above. So all gonna have a blend of different ages of the Negroni. I mean, with new cocktails, we taste it every now and then because we do not know what the barrel is gonna do to the cocktail. But some cocktails like the Manhattan and the Negroni, they've been here already for 10 years. So we know exactly how long they have to age and what the barrel will do to the flavor. So then we don't have to taste it that much anymore. But new barrels, for example, the Friends of Manhattan, and also if we launch a new menu and we have new creations, we taste it every now and then.
So the main idea why we do the trolley is because sometimes when the guests are not able to sit by the bar, right? So we want to have them the whole experience of the bar itself. So that's why we make our Manhattan trolley. Yeah.
So this is our Manhattan trolley. And just explained, we use it to give the experience to the guests who sit as well on the floor. And because the Manhattan is our staple cocktail, it's kind of our mascot, and you are inside Manhattan, it should have a special experience as well. So our Manhattan is aged in our rick house where we just were. It's aged for 2 months in new American oak barrels. It's based on a Michter's rye whiskey with sweet vermouth. Then there's some cherry brandy and Angostura bitters. So we age everything except for the Angostura bitters inside the barrel. And then we harvest it and straight into the bottle. Then when we're gonna make the drink for you, we add the Angostura bitters. So because we add a little bit of cherry brandy inside our Manhattan has a little bit more of red fruit notes. And because of the aging, is a little bit more smoother, has a longer texture and more layers in the flavor compared to a classic Manhattan. Then we stir our Manhattan on big blocks of ice. So this ice is made from triple distilled water. So that means that there will be no more air inside of the water. So no more, air bulbs inside. So it will not dilute so fast. So it will really keep your drink cold without adding too much water. So you can control it more. So this ice as well is a special program in Manhattan. We have a whole ice carving station behind the bar where we actually cut and carve our ice by ourselves for all our cocktails. So we do ice balls, ice spheres, rectangles, diamonds, triangles. So then we have a special cherry that we use for our Manhattan. So these cherries are fresh cherries that are harvested in the cherry season. So once a year we order 70 kilos of it. Then we leave it for 3 months inside a Manhattan cocktail with additional spices of nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, cardamom. So this is actually the liquid that we keep the cherry in for the 3 months. So because it's alcoholic, the cherries will not go bad. So it will preserve the cherry, and all the liquid will be very inside the cherry itself. So the cherry has a lot of flavor. So last but not least, we have our garnish. Besides the cherry, we add some lemon aroma. So we use lemon instead of orange because the classic Manhattan has an orange aroma. But we use lemon because our Manhattan is a little bit more fruitier and is a little bit more full-bodied. So the lemon will open up the drink a little bit more. Orange will make it too sweet. But this one will still make it very open and refreshing. So that's why we use the lemon.
So my name is Lawrence, and I'm looking after Summer Palace currently. Yeah, the restaurant has been, been in Singapore for a really long time. It's a very historical restaurant. So also have a very good reputation as well. Chef been working here, I think it's more than 15 years. So we are authentic Cantonese cuisine. So our specialties, like most of the Cantonese, we are very good at dim sums, barbecue dishes, also the double boiled soup. So then the seafood dishes. Those are our specialties. So that's our main dining area. So comfortably can fit up to 70 packs. So just the main dining area. Also we have 3 private dining rooms on both sides. So there's one on the right hand side. That's one single private dining room. So actually can comfortably fit 10 packs. So this is something I really have to say. I really need to give the credit in the after renovation. So lots of restaurants, so they basically just give them, the plates, that you can feel that the place is very cold time to time, especially when during the courses, they want to change the place for the next course. So this is something, this is warmer actually. So we keep all the plates, crockeries here. So just when we do the pre-setup for the next course. But but if you look at most of the restaurants in Singapore, even in somewhere else, I think this is the first warmer that I've seen, So have a look at it as well. So yeah, this is one of our private dining rooms. So comfortably 10 packs, so no issue. I want to show you something, very interesting as well. One of our bespoke cabinets. So you can use for we can use for as a probably sometimes we can use for the storage as for those white glasses. When it comes to events, so I think most companies, if they want to showcase their products, that's the area for them to showcase.
This is the traditional tea was just like we call this is Skywan, and this is the fire mug. So I will pour the tea infusion into the fire mug, then pour it for you. Okay. Usually we will prepare some hot water, just like the 100 degrees water, and this is our tea. Oolong tea with sunflower. This is the osmosis. So when we brew a tea, we usually will warm up the tea walls. There are two uses. One is to clean these tea walls again. The other is we can let the aroma more open. Then we also call it wake up the tea leaves. I will pour it into the fire mug, warm up the fire mug too. Then let the tea leaves into the 盖碗. The first infusion, usually we don't drink, just to wash the tea. So I will pour the tea infusion very quickly.
So we push a trolley to every single table once the guests have an order, and we serve this martini. Okay. So we use Japanese frozen gin, and also we have this goji berry liqueur. The last one we do our homemade white tea, mumuf. So we have a mumuf as well. So we want to do something very dry, and I guess having a before dinner, something very dry and refreshing for the martini. Also, they can have a try other favorable gin if they prefer. And we also can do quite a number of martini or Manhattan. Those kind of sturgeons when serving the trolley. Just want to bring a different experience for the guests.
Okay, the concept that we have here in the Conrad Singapore Orchard is make yourself feel at home or home away from home. So that requires you to help yourself to whatever is offered. So we have the alcohol section right over here. This is where we place all the necessary wines and the Prosecco, beer and the Heineken over there. We have the still and sparkling water and spirits on this side. All right, spirits and red wine and the glasses, corresponding glasses there. So as much as we like you to make yourself feel at home, if you require any assistance to do any cocktails, just let us know. If not, feel free to mix up whatever cocktails you like. The food is all displayed on the buffet table with all the corresponding food tags, so you know what you're picking up. The cutleries and everything is placed strategically, and the plates are right lying below. Over there, you will see the bread selection and the cheese. Another corner over there, you'll have the dessert side.